ने मिलकर मैया तेरी महिमा गाई। सब बच्चों ने मिलकर मैया तेरी महिमा गाई। सब सजन की तूने मैया, सब सजन की तूने मैया नैया पार लगाई। भवन में आ जाओ मैया शेरा वाली, भवन में आ जाओ मैया शेरा वाली। जय जगदम्बे जय मां अम्बे, जय जगदम्बे जय मां अम्बे, महामाया महाकाली भवन में आ जाओ मैया शेरा वाली, भवन में आ जाओ मैया शेरा वाली, भवन में आ जाओ मैया शेरा वाली, भवन में आ जाओ मैया शेरा वाली।
Jai Shri Mataji. Let all of us bow down to Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿಯವರೊಂದಿಗೆ ವಿನಮ್ರತೆಯಿಂದ ನಾವು ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿಯವರ ಹತ್ರ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಕೇಳೋಣ. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಈ ದಿನ ಸಾಮೂಹಿಕ ಧ್ಯಾನಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅನುಮತಿಯನ್ನು ದಯಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಮಾ. Let all of us request Shri Mataji, please grant us permission to conduct today's collective meditation. Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji, please come into our heart. Please put your lotus feet in our heart, Shri Mataji. ಅಮ್ಮ, ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ದಯಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೃದಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ಮಾ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಶ್ರೀಚರಣಗಳನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹರಡಿಸಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿಯವರನ್ನು ನಮಸ್ಕರಿಸ್ತಾ ಸಾಮೂಹಿಕ ಬಂಧನ್. Let all of us take 3 Mahamantra followed by Shri Ganesha mantra. 3 ಮಹಾಮಂತ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣೇಶನ ಮಂತ್ರ.
साक्षात्
महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Now let's sing bhajans for Shrimataji. ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನಾವು ಶ್ರೀಮಾತಾಜಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಭಜನ್ ಆಡೋಣ.
माता तेरी पार्वती पिता महादेवा माता पार्वती पिता महादेवा। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा। 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 माता तेरी पार्वती पिता महादेवा। माता तेरी पार्वती पिता महादेवा। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा। अंधों को आँख देत घोड़न को काया। अंधों को आँख देत घोड़न को काया। बांझन को पुत्र देत निर्धन को माया। बांझन को पुत्र देत निर्धन को माया। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा। पान चढ़ाओ फूल चढ़ाओ और चढ़ाओ मेवा। पान चढ़ाओ फूल चढ़ाओ और चढ़ाओ मेवा। लड्डुओं का भोग लगे संत करे सेवा। लड्डुओं का भोग लगे संत करे सेवा। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा। एक दंत दयावंत चार भुजाधारी। एक दंत दयावंत चार भुजाधारी। मस्तक सिंदूर शोभे चूहे की सवारी। मस्तक सिंदूर शोभे चूहे की सवारी। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा। माता तेरी पार्वती पिता महादेवा। माता तेरी पार्वती पिता महादेवा। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा। 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 जय गणेश देवा देवा जय गणेश देवा। जय गणेश देवा।
ओढ़ कर आई निर्मल शेरा वाली। लाल 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 चुनरी सितारों वाली, ओ सितारों वाली, जिसे ओढ़ कर आई निर्मल शेरा वाली, ओ जिसे ओढ़ कर आई निर्मल शेरा वाली। माँ के सर पे ये चुनरी सुहानी लगती,
माँ के सर पे ये चुनरी सुहानी लगती,
सारी दुनिया ये माँ की दीवानी लगती,
सारी दुनिया है माँ की दीवानी लगती।
दुख के बादल दूर ये भगाने वाली,
दुख के बादल दूर ये भगाने वाली,
जिसे ओढ़ कर आई निर्मल शेरा वाली। लाल 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 चुनरी सितारों वाली, ओ सितारों वाली, जिसे ओढ़ कर आई निर्मल शेरा वाली, ओ जिसे ओढ़ कर आई निर्मल शेरा वाली। लाल लाल चुनरी सितारों वाली, ओ सितारों वाली, जिसे ओढ़ कर आई निर्मल शेरा वाली, ओ जिसे ओढ़ कर आई निर्मल शेरा वाली, जिसे ओढ़ कर आई निर्मल शेरा वाली। मेरा कोई ना सहारा बिन तेरे, माँ तुम हो सवरिया मेरे। मेरा कोई ना सहारा बिन तेरे, माँ तुम हो सवरिया मेरे। मेरा कोई ना सहारा बिन तेरे, माँ तुम हो सवरिया मेरे। जगी में आया मैंने जन्म लिया, जगी में आया
मैंने जन्म लिया,
मैं नसीवारी जगी में भटक रहा।
मैं नसीवारी जगी में भटक रहा।
अब काटो संकट मेरे, माँ तुम हो सवरिया मेरे। मेरा कोई ना सहारा बिन तेरे, माँ तुम हो सवरिया मेरे। मेरे नैना कब से तरस रहे,
मेरे नैना कब से तरस रहे,
सावन बादों से बरस रहे,
सावन बादों से बरस रहे।
अब काटो संकट मेरे, माँ तुम हो सवरिया मेरे। मेरा कोई ना सहारा बिन तेरे,
माँ तुम हो सावरिया मेरे।
अभी ये डोल रही, अभी कर दो पार मेरे, माँ तुम हो सवरिया मेरे, मेरा कोई ना सहारा बिन तेरे, माँ तुम हो सवरिया मेरे। माँ जाओ, 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 अभी और न हमको तरसाओ, अभी और न हमको तरसाओ, काटो जनन मरण के फेरे, माँ तुम हो सवरिया मेरे, मेरा कोई न सहारा बिन तेरे, माँ तुम हो सवरिया मेरे, मेरा कोई न सहारा बिन तेरे, माँ तुम हो सवरिया मेरे, माँ तुम हो सवरिया मेरे, माँ तुम हो सवरिया मेरे।
Let all of us see Shri Mataji's photograph. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ. ಅತ್ಯಂತ ನಮ್ರತೆಯಿಂದ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಅಮ್ಮ, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಅಹಂಕಾರ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರತ್ಯಂಕಾರವನ್ನು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ತೆಗೆದುಬಿಡಿ ಮಾ. ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಸಹಯೋಗಿಯನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾ. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ದಯಮಾಡಿ ನಮಗೆ ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣೇಶನ ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ಗುಣಗಳನ್ನು ದಯಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ನಾಡಿ ಸಂತೋಲನ, ಬಲಗೈ ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ, ಎಡಗೈ ತೊಡೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ. ಲೆಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್ ಕೀಪ್ your right hand on Mother Earth, left hand towards Shri Mataji. ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ದಯಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಡಾನಾಡಿಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ಮಾ. ಇಡಾನಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಾಧೆಗಳನ್ನು, ದೋಷಗಳನ್ನು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಶುದ್ಧೀಕರಿಸಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ನೀವೇ ಮಹಾಕಾಳಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ನೀವೇ ಮಹಾಭೈರವನಾಥ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಅಮ್ಮ, ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಇಡಾನಾಡಿಯನ್ನು ಶುದ್ಧೀಕರಿಸಿ ಭೂತತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. महाकाली भैरवनाथ साक्षात. ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महाकाली साक्षात् श्री भैरवनाथ साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः. Let all of us take into right hand on your lap and left hand towards sky. ಬಲಗೈ ತೊಡೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಡಗೈ ಆಕಾಶದ ಕಡೆ. ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ದಯಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಿಂಗಳ ನಾಡಿಯನ್ನು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಶುದ್ಧೀಕರಿಸಿ ಮಾ. ಪಿಂಗಳ ನಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಾಧೆಗಳನ್ನು, ದೋಷಗಳನ್ನು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಆಕಾಶದತ್ತ ತೊಲಗಿ ಹೋಗುವಂತೆ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದಿಸಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ನೀವೇ ಮಹಾ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ನೀವೇ ಹನುಮಾನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಪಿಂಗಳ ನಾಡಿಯನ್ನು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಚ್ಛಗೊಳಿಸಿ ಸಮತೋಲನದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತೆ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾ. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಹಾಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಹನುಮಾನ್ ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್. ಓಂ ತ್ವಮೇವ ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಹಾಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್ ಶ್ರೀ हनुमान साक्षात श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः. Let all of us keep our both hands on Mother Earth. ಎರಡು ಕೈ ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿಯವರಲ್ಲಿ ವಿನಮ್ರತೆಯಿಂದ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಲೆಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್ ಪ್ರೇ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ನಾವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ನಡೆದಾಡುತ್ತೀವಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ ನಡೆದು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೀವಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಕ್ಷಮಿಸಿಬಿಡಿ ಮಾ. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಭೂತಕಾಲ ಆಗಲಿ ಭವಿಷ್ಯತ್ ಕಾಲದ ಯೋಚನೆಗಳಾಗಲಿ ಬಾರದಂತೆ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದಿಸಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಇಡನಾಡಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಪಿಂಗಳ ನಾಡಿಯು ಸಮತೋಲನದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾ. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಸುಷುಮ್ನ ನಾಡಿಯನ್ನು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಶುದ್ಧೀಕರಿಸಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. Let all of us keep our both hands on our lap. ಎರಡು ಕೈ ತೊಡೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ. ಚಿತ್ತವು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿಯವರನ್ನು ನೋಡುತ್ತಾ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡೋಣ. Let all of us sit in silent meditation. ಚಿತ್ತವು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಸಹಸ್ರಾರಿನ ಮೇಲಿರಲಿ. Let all of us keep attention on Sahasrara chakra. ಇದೇ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿಯವರ ಅಮೃತವಾಣಿಯನ್ನು ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸೋಣ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ.
What enthusiasm all over the world. The whole of Sydney, I think, has been dinched for their flowers. And such nice things to say. The cards and the letters and the beautiful poems. The children are singing beautifully. Words fail to express the feelings of such jubilation and such sincere feeling of happiness. You needed a mother to look after you, to care for you, and to be able to transform you with lot of wisdom. So every birthday I find that Sahajogis are also expanding their hearts and realizing that they are no more drops, but they are part and parcel of the ocean. And that the ocean itself is going to strengthen them and look after them. It's the ocean that is going to nourish them. And the same ocean is going to guide them. So the connection between a drop and an ocean has to be fully established. So the limitations of a drop have to be absolutely dissolved into the greatness of the ocean. With care and with nice things to say, we can improve the depth of the collectivity. And with sincere desire to be collective. The desire to be collective has to be very sincere. So, this expanse of your being will start. The first thing is needed a sincerity to yourself. Of course, because we are coming from a drop status, from a drop, a little limited drop, from that phase. So we get engulfed again and again into those limitations. But we must see our own vision, what you will be in future, what you want to be in future. Thus, this sincerity itself to the idea that you want to be collective itself will break all barriers. If you are sincere to any purpose, anything, then you forget the time, you forget the labor, you forget everything, you want to achieve it. Even in small things. Now this sincerity comes from where? There are two things which work out sincerity. Firstly, you must see for yourself what is Sahaja Yoga. What it has given you. It has given you realization. It has given you that wider vision. It has given you collective consciousness. It has given you thoughtless awareness and doubtless awareness. It has made a new personality out of you, like an egg becoming a bird. And now you are a bird and you cannot go back to the shell again. Once you realize what Sahaja Yoga has done for you, and also realize what you have achieved in that. That is, you have achieved the knowledge, knowledge of Kundalini, which was a secret knowledge all these years. Absolutely secret knowledge. Nobody knew about it. It was all underground. All the knowledge about Kundalini you have very clearly, without going to any college, school, university, anywhere. Without going to any laboratories, you have experimented with it. You found out what is Kundalini. You have seen with your own eyes, you have seen the rising of the Kundalini. You have given realization to people. Already you have experienced not only the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost, but you have also experienced your own powers. Also you have seen that you have really become so much different from what you were in your knowledge of understanding things. So if your knowledge is so much with you, and that you are entitled to raise the Kundalini of others, which was not done by any great saints before, by any great seers, Maharshis, all these great people who lived. Only very, very few people had this capacity to raise the Kundalini. All these years that you have got it. You understand what are the chakras, and you can diagnose it, even the children can do it. Which we don't realize is something so great. At a human level, we didn't know a word about it. We never even had heard the word Kundalini. And in such a short time, you have become so knowledgeable. That's the blessing of Sahaja Yoga. So when you see this, that you have so much knowledge, and the light of your attention, how it works, and then you see so many blessings that work out, and how automatically, just without doing anything, you achieve results. You are amazed. And you can't understand how it has happened, how it has worked out. Suddenly I was there, this happened. Suddenly I was there, that happened. How? This ocean is every moment, into all details, working out things. All these happenings should open your eyes to the fact that you are no more like an ordinary human being, that you are sages now, that you are saints. So our attitude has to be changed. So many human beings are still animals. You can see the way they are killing, the way they are behaving. They are not even human beings. We live with them. We see them every day. They are criminals, and not only that, but they have very low level of culture in them. We can easily call them as animals. Then we have some human beings who are half animals and half human beings. Then we have some human beings who are really human beings, who are seekers. Kudevan Basa, let them come forward if they want. Kudevan Basa. And this understanding of what you have achieved in Sahaja Yoga should immediately make you realize what you are. And when it all has happened to us, automatically you should be very sincere about it. You must feel that something really we have achieved is something so great. So we have to be sincere. Mentally also, you should feel that way. So this is first thing you do is to mentally feel to mentally feel that is so important. It is so important. It is so valuable. You become very sincere about it. But the second part is different, where you see something, you know something, and you start opening your heart about it. In the second part, you have to open your heart. So the sincerity comes from an open heart. If your heart is not open, you cannot be sincere. Now, what does it mean that your heart is not open? Let us see. You are born again. You have got your realization. Also, it is your birthday in a way. But in the growth of your knowledge and understanding, you have not kept pace with your heart. But what is the reason for that? What is it that keeps your heart like that? You can discover very easily that your heart rules the body, rules your brain, everything. Because if your heart stops, everything stops. But if your brain stops, heart won't stop. So heart is the most important thing, and it governs the whole being within you. Now this special instrument, which is very delicate, which circulates also, is like a stone. How will it pulsate? So when we say enlarge your heart, it means that the stoniness of your heart has to be melted away. How does it become stony? We have to go to the roots of that. It becomes like a stone because the heart controls the brain. As there are 7 auras on your brain, in the same way there are 7 auras on your heart. And all those auras are the ones which control the auras of the brain. Now, on the brain, as you know, there are 2 institutions of ego and conditionings, which starts pressing the brain too much. As a result, all these auras get pressed. So the auras which are surrounding the heart also get pressed. But brain can think, yes, this is very good, I know how to raise Kundalini, I know how to do this, everything I know, part there is. It doesn't become stony that way. It can think. Anybody who is a stone-hearted fellow can think, like Hitler. So the brain does not get affected by the conditioning of the ego to such an extent that it becomes like a stone, it cannot think. If it is ego too much, just closer if you bring it. Go on falling, I'm holding it on. If it's an ego, then a person may become stupid, but he thinks all right. He really becomes stupid. Anybody who is an egoist, whose agya is catching, becomes a stupid fellow, no doubt about it. You see in his behavior, whenever he talks, the way he is trying to do anything, is such a show-off, and he becomes a stupid fellow. Any wise person can see that he is such a stupid man. So, what we find that mind is covered with the superego, but it does not make a person with a brain which is stony. On the contrary, it makes a person a stupid person, not a stone-headed. And such a stupid man can go on talking all kinds of things. And you can immediately recognize such a stupid man. No difficult. The other side of it is the conditionings in the mind. That's even a worse thing, very sly. Because somebody has the conditionings, he doesn't come out of it. He doesn't show off. But he's sly. And his brain is covered with such ideas which are asahaj. Like somebody saw me in a puja washing my hands and giving that water. He said, why do you take the water which is washing mother's hands? So the other one said, mother has got such tremendous vibrations in her hands that when we wash them, the vibrations come in. Oh, he couldn't believe it. Because the conditionings are that whenever you wash your hands, only the dirt comes out. So they can't think of vibrations. All such conditionings are there in the mind of people. Because of these conditionings, they cannot take to heart. But what happens? That they think about it in a very sly manner, tell lies, talk nonsensical things, and try to convince you that they are right. They are not stupid, but they are idiotic. They talk like idiots. And that idiotic thing you accept. There is no wisdom in it. So one fellow is a stupid fellow, another one is an idiot. Between the two lies the Sahaja-yogi. So this conditioning makes the brain pervert, but it doesn't make it a stone. Only what makes it a stone is that if he is born with some sort of a mental derangement, that he cannot think. Otherwise, the brain goes on thinking, whether with conditionings or with ego. It goes on thinking. Such a brain should not affect the heart, because heart affects the brain. But the auras which are manifested from the heart start becoming dull or disappearing. So the auras around the heart are very sensitive and they feel no use throwing light on the brain. They start becoming smaller and smaller, and that's how the heart becomes small. Because they have no purpose in life then. So they start becoming smaller and smaller. As a result, the heart becomes small. You call somebody is very small-hearted fellow, is a chicken-hearted fellow. Or we always say such a man is a stone-hearted person. All this happens because of the conditionings and the ego of the human mind. And the result is felt by the heart becoming a stone, because heart is a sensitive thing. Brain is not that sensitive. If you put something soft in the water, it becomes hard. But if you put a stone in the water and boil it, it won't. So heart being very sensitive and delicate becomes like a stone, as if boiled in the heat of the brain waves. And it becomes a very hard stone. It does not know how to say even one word which is nice. It goes on hitting people all the time, saying things which one should not have said. All the time thinking, what should we say to hurt another person? How should I try to really mislead another person? Because it's a sly attitude. The ego part, the heart becomes again frozen with ego. And then the heart thinks, not thinks, but heart cannot emit any auras to the brain. The brain starts thinking that now the area of heart is finished. The heart cannot control us anymore. Then heart starts thinking that I will do all the work myself. I mean, the head starts saying. And the heart becomes small, stony. It doesn't act. So now the brain takes over. The brain takes over, and then brain starts itself acting in a manner that we can't understand. They behave like animals. They behave like satanic people. They become very cruel. And they do not know how to really say something good to others. There's a kind of a very false pride in them. And such people go on hurting others, insulting others, till they meet another one like them, and then both of them collapse. That's the only snag in the whole thing. Otherwise, we would have been finished by now. But because the two persons with ego cannot be together, they neutralize each other. So thank God, we are saved from that. So these two conditionings, which actually are on the brain, these two conditions freeze the heart and also make the domain of heart as zero. And then the brain starts asserting itself. That is how we do not know how to be kind to others, how to be nice, how to be helpful, how to be gentle, and how to be reassuring, protecting others. All this we have inherited already. We have already got a stone heart when we come to Sahaja Yoga, and we have a brain either full of ego or superego. So now with your Kundalini rising, you can clear out your head first of all. So the sincerity will come when the Kundalini will move and touch your Brahmarandra, which is the seat of your heart, and will expand. Then the heart just comes back like a king, returns back, and starts dominating the brain. When the heart comes back, immediately find those people with whom we are angry, we would not talk, we had nothing to do. Suddenly you become friendly with them. There's no problem. In many ways, people have harmed you. All that harming and everything just disappears. And you start becoming so nice and beautiful. What has happened that Kundalini has touched your Brahmarandra, where is the seat of heart. And as soon as that opens out, your heart also opens. And it gets awakened, it thinks, oh, what? I have allowed this brain to rule me? How dare it rules me? It just jumps on it. And we have seen people, suddenly there is so much transformed, that's remarkable. The one gentleman in America, he said that, Mother, after realization, I was so much changed that I become a very mild person. And I never used to wish my uncle or anyone. So he met him in some sort of a fete, and then he said, hello, uncle. The uncle started looking at him. Are you all right? He would never say that. Then he went and saw, are you all right, uncle? Are you keeping all right? Can I do something for you? Very nice things he said. Uncle said, what have you been doing? Are you drunk or what? How can you speak so sweetly to me? I can't believe it. That's what happens. And that's why we have to understand that all these things can be easily dropped out because we have acquired them. They can be finished off because we have acquired them. They need not be all our lives, our relations. So, ego and superego. Both can be blasted off once your heart is awakened. So, when we are dealing with people, we have to break the ice also by communicating with others in a very decent manner. Like telling yourself, no, I don't believe that this man is so bad. Let me look after him. He may be all right. I don't think he's so bad. So to accept somebody is bad is very easy for human beings. And once they start accepting such a thing, then they build up a kind of a fortress in which they live and they think they are the best people. And nobody else is good. And thus the whole community, the whole society, the whole humanity gets bitten by these ideas. And Sahaja Yoga is the only way which is going to cure it. Sahaja Yoga is the only way which is going to finish this. And that part is to be played by you people to understand that sincerity can only come if you raise your Kundalini again and again and open your Brahmarandra. Then your heart will rise. It will become a very awakened personality. And it will take charge of your brain, which is all the time thinking like mad. And once that happens, then you will realize that now you have jumped into doubtless awareness. So the relationship between the two has to be fully understood. At first, the domination of the heart, or we can say the kinghood of heart, is challenged, is put down, brought to zero, and then this brain becomes the king, and it starts ruling us. I think, I feel, means the brain, the ego. If you could give up, I think, I want, everything will be all right. You should say, I want is not the point. This body wants it. You separate yourself. Gradually you start separating yourself from all such situations by never saying, I want. You say, this body, this hand, this head. You start separating. And once you are separated, all these barriers of ego and superego will disappear. But as it is, also it's very easy to get rid of these two. Very easy to get rid of these two. only by raising your Kundalini and breaking your Brahmarandra. This is the greatest achievement that you have got, that you can break your Brahmarandra, make your Kundalini get connected with all-pervading power. That's why I always say you must meditate and you must be in thoughtless awareness that it works out. Don't pay attention to outside things so much. Of course, you are in a way responsible for Sahaja Yoga because you are sincere about it. You cannot force yourself. So again and again I say, you weigh your sincerity. How sincere am I to Sahaja Yoga? And some people just take it frivolously. Say, Mother, I was silly, I was confused. You cannot say that. You cannot say, because you owe these things to Sahaja Yoga. Everything you owe to Sahaja Yoga now. It's a new life to you. So you cannot say I was confused or I was silly, I was stupid, I did this. You tell yourself you can't do it. Mother has really worked very hard with full sincerity. And we cannot be insincere about it. We don't want to be hypocrites. This is hypocrisy. Absolute hypocrisy. You say something and do something. If you have any sense of gratitude and self-respect, then you should never say that by mistake I did this, Mother, or I was confused, I was silly, I was stupid. That shows you are a very mediocre person and you have no sense of gratitude towards Sahaja Yoga nor towards yourself. But the best part of it, that I don't need Sahaja Yoga and that Sahaja Yoga does not need you. You need Sahaja Yoga. In itself, Sahaja Yoga is complete. It does not need you. It is a complete thing, will remain like that, absolutely. It will have its own position, its own status, its own dignity, everything intact. But if you have to get something out of it, you have to work it out. Like from the river Ganges, if you have to fetch the water, you must have proper pitchers, which are deep enough to receive the water. But if you take a stone, what can you bring out of it? But the Ganges flows. It is what it is. It has its all capacities in it. It doesn't change because you people have taken stones. So now you have to understand that raise your Kundalini as many times as you can. Try to put attention to your Kundalini all the time. See where is the problem is, get it cleared out, absolutely cleared out. Find out where the problem is. And raise your Kundalini many a times and see that you are flowing all right on your fontanelle bone area so that your heart expands. It's a mechanical process in a way, you can say that. But even that you people don't do. If you had done that, your heart would have increased. And you yourself will say, Mother, my heart has become large, like Isha. And then you see the miracle of the heart, how it emits vibrations by which you become such compassionate, such dynamic, beautiful people, and so sincere to Sahaja. I would request you to open your heart today for this puja. You have been very jubilant and happy, and your heart must have opened. Because I have seen Sahaja Yogis have a very large heart for me, but for themselves they don't have. They'll do everything for me, but nothing for themselves. They'll work morning till evening to decorate the hall, to do everything. They must have sent all these flowers to me from everywhere. But if I tell them you meditate for yourself, that they will not do. Or you achieve this for yourself, that they will not do. This is the situation. So instead of wasting all your energy for decorating all these things. You should decorate yourself within yourself. With sincerity, with nice thoughts about yourself, that you are capable, absolutely capable people. And you can use your imagination, your intelligence, rationality, whatever you think you have, to find the way, again I say, to keep your heart large. And this is the message for today's birthday all over the world, because I felt that the whole world was today like a big heart pulsating. I received the last phone and came here. From all over the phones coming, flowers are showering, beautiful, nice things they are saying, everything is there. When I am just drenched into it, it was too much for me. Such sweet things for the children, from the children, such things from the ladies, some very, very nice from the men, and it was amazing how these people are bubbling with enjoyment that today is my birthday. In the same way, please consider that every day is your birthday, that you have to raise your Kundalini all the time and keep the standard of your Kundalini higher and higher. The more you open out, the more threads of Kundalini will come up, and the more your heart will open out and it will be awakened, it will become more powerful, and with an open, big heart and a powerful heart, you can dominate your brain, which is giving you all these funny ideas. I hope this will happen this year here, and people will try to make it a point that we have a large heart. Large heart doesn't mean stupidity, doesn't mean that. Large heart means the heart in which you can put me in. Such a manner that you expand your heart absolutely. Put me down there, and then keep your flowers with you to be given to me at a time when you are in complete control of yourself. So you have your emotions, your feelings like flowers, that you have to keep to yourself, which are the part of the same ocean of your heart. And once you are ready, everything is done, the whole house is ready, now bring the flowers, the emotions, the nice things, the beautiful things, and nourish them. One must learn, I think there should be some books about how to say nice things to others. We should try to find some books like that, or should write some books, how nice things could be said, how we can take care of others, how we can make another feel our love, the expression of love. And such a book will really help people to understand that this is nice to say. And once you say something nice to others, that niceness comes back, as I have told you, like the ripples that touch the shores come back. And then you feel very happy. Go on saying things which are nice, which are pleasing, will be very much appreciated. But if you say it with sincerity, not just to tease someone or to say something just to be so superficially good, like thank you, thank you, thank you, but something from your heart, as they say, then you will be surprised that the heart of the another person will open, and from that heart will flow those beautiful flowers of emotions towards you. So, on one side, you have to expand your heart, and on another side, you have to reserve or preserve all the beautiful, nice, delicate feelings within yourself, absorb from everywhere, and then to pour them out at the right point. That's the art. Like these flowers were in the garden first to begin with, preserved, preserved. At the right time they were brought in. So they feel glorified that they are used at the right time. This is the way we have to weave ourselves in our heart, because human beings are very delicate, very beautiful things. And to beautify them, you have to say beautiful things. This tongue is not for saying harsh things, for making fun of others, for teasing others, but is for saying something, such a beautiful thing, that the another person also imbibes that beauty. I've seen some nice things people have said, and that lingers in my mind. And I said, when will I have chance to say these things to others? So think about it, that now, you see, very nice sentence, huh? This was a very sweet thing they said. All right. So now, where should I use this? As I go to the shops, I see something. Ah, that's good. That will be good for a particular person. Let's buy that. In the same way, if you find these nice feelings, nice emotions, and nice things said, then what do? You collect them, all these things, keep them, and use them at the right time, at the right place. This is what is the wisdom of Sri Ganesha. Innocent people are the most sincere people. Innocent people. Those who are clever and cunning cannot be sincere, because they enjoy their cunningness, they enjoy their so-called brilliance. They can never be. Those people who are simple, who are loving, who care for love more than anything else, can only say very nice things sincerely. Today, I want to say many things to you, how I feel about this birthday in Australia. But I told you the words fail. Because see, Australia is such a far-off country. To come here with so many people sitting and singing Agata Swagata, it is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Because I have not given you any money, you have not given me any money. You are not bound to say anything like that. But not only that you are doing it, but you are enjoying it. It's something great. You are enjoying it, and that's what it is, that when your heart is large, then whatever you do for others, you enjoy. You enjoy doing good things. You enjoy saying nice things. So we should have choicest flowers of beautiful sayings. We should have choicest emotions which we should be able to express to each other. Now start on that. From today, I have to say, you start on this, that from 1990, we are all the time going to speak something beautiful to each other all the time. And just keep your ears open, keep your eyes open, and wherever you get a chance, wherever you hear something like that, keep it in your mind and use it back. Today, I'm so enamored, and it is too much for me, really, to believe even that there are so many Sahajogis in Australia, which is so far away. Now it is your responsibility. It is your responsibility to be sincere about Sahaja. And in all sincerity, if you do everything, you will never think of such funny arguments which I have heard before. You will just think that we love Mother, and we have to be together, and we have to love each other, and all the time we have to say nice things to each other, so that the love increases. Anything else, anybody who tries to say things or break things or break somebody's heart are doing sinful things. That's sin. To break the heart of a saint is the greatest sin, and they'll be punished for that. So now you are all saints and sages. You have to respect each other. Not only that, but you have to be enjoying your sincerity. That's the way, trying to say. Enjoy your sincerity. And all these stupid thoughts come into your head, throw it them. Because I heard of so many arguments here and there. And I thought, what is this? They are Sahajogis or they are ordinary people of the street? This is happening, then the children, this happening, that. Now, about children also, I've been telling you that send your children to India. In any case, you have been selfish about them. You know they are not developing all right. So send them to India. In that, you have opened your heart, because the whole world is your relation. The whole world is your family. You go anywhere in the whole world, you will find people who will love you, who will care for you, do everything for you. I mean, to know that in every place there is somebody sitting just waiting to meet you as your own. Just now I was thinking, these musicians are going to Singapore, what will happen? Where will they stay? Big problem. Trying this and that. Suddenly I gave a bandhan. Phone came from Bala. Bala told me that no, it's perfectly all right. I'll tell my mother, she'll look after them. Problem solved. Any such problems, your problems can be solved because you are sincere. But if you are insincere, you'll meet only insincere people. And then you'll go down. Go down into your own estimation and estimation of others. And you'll have no place in Sahaja Yoga. There's no place for insincere people in Sahaja Yoga. So try to develop your sincerity. Raise your Kundalini as many times as you can. Keep it there. Keep it on Sahasrara. And see that your heart opens. That's the best way. They have been all asking me how to open our heart. I said, take the key. No, I don't know how to tell them. Open your heart means just raise your Kundalini, keep to the Brahmarandhra, and see that the Brahmarandhra opens. Not only that, but you see how, by expanding your heart, by being nice to others, how you feel. There are some people who do not talk much, who do not meet others, who have reservations. They live as if they are living in the air, sort of people. Must know there must be some badhas, some booths sitting on their heads. Otherwise, that's a very unnatural behavior for a surgeon. I've told you so many things today because I think the care, the love, the affection, the wisdom, and the patience is to be imbibed. If I'm your guru, if I'm your mother, you have to imbibe these qualities. For everything, I'm worried. If somebody is in trouble, I'm worried. I try to get the problem sorted out of that person. Anyone who has a problem, that sticks to me till I have solved the problem. And I tell frankly also about, say, your children, I'll tell your wife, about your husband, that this is not all right, this must be corrected. Because I care for you. This is what should be your attitude towards Sahajogis, Sahaja Yoga. And that will strengthen you so much because you care, that's why others care. Can you imagine for an Indian woman like me to have so many people who care for me? Why should they care for me after all? All right, you are Sahajogis. But there are people who are not Sahajogis, I tell you. They are not Sahajogis whom I have met from my childhood, whom I know my relations. They all care for me. Just one thing, because I care for them. I get bothered about them. Anybody who tells me a problem, it is in my head, sticks there, like a stamp. Till I have solved the problem, I'll be looking out how to fix that problem. And I don't have any problem of my own. In the same way, you should not have any problems of your own. Then only you can manage. All right now? So may God bless you. What enthusiasm all over the world.
साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्ये नमो नमः। ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಈ ದಿನ ನೀವು ಅಮೃತವಾಣಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀಡಿರುವ ನಿರ್ಮಲ ಜ್ಞಾನವು ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಳವಡಿಕೆಯಾಗುವಂತೆ ಮಾಡಿಮಾ. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ನೀವು ಈ ದಿನ ನಮಗೆ ಪರಮ ಚೈತನ್ಯದ ಅನುಭವವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ತುಂಬು ಹೃದಯದಿಂದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಈ ದಿನದ ಧ್ಯಾನದ ಫಲಾಫಲಗಳನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಶ್ರೀಚರಣ ಕಮಲ ಪಾದಗಳಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಪಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ಅಮ್ಮ, ಕೋಟಿ ಕೋಟಿ ವಂದನೆಗಳು, ಕೋಟಿ ಕೋಟಿ ವಂದನೆಗಳು, ಅನಂತ ಕೋಟಿ ವಂದನೆಗಳು ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅಪ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಆರತಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಆರತಿಗೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ.
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना
माँ, सबको दुआ देना।
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना।
जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना।
जग में संकट कारण कितने लिए अवतार
माँ, कितने लिए अवतार।
विश्व में तेरी महिमा,
विश्व में तेरी महिमा। तू
गंगा यमुना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना।
जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी,
दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको माँ, सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, लौट के ना जाना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माताजी, जय निरमल माताजी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। मानव में अवतर के कर दिया उजियाला, माँ कर दिया उजियाला। कलियुग में माया है, कलियुग में माया है, फिर भी पहचाना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माताजी, जय निरमल माताजी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। संत जनों की धरती है भारत माता, माँ है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर,
इस धरती पर आकर,
दुख से दूर करना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माताजी, जय निरमल माताजी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधु संगीत सुन लो, माँ मधु संगीत सुन लो। होय सके जो सेवा, होय सके जो सेवा, हमसे करा लेना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माताजी, जय निरमल माताजी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। त्वमेव कल की साक्षात श्री आदि शक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कलकी साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। बोलो श्री भगवती आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
Let all of us sit for few minutes silent meditation. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೆಲ ನಿಮಿಷ ಧ್ಯಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಸಹಜ ಯೋಗದ ಯುವ ಶಕ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆಯುಧಕತಿ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಳಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಯುವ ಜನಾಂಗವನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆಯುಧವಾಗಿ ಸಹಜ ಯೋಗ ಉಪಯೋಗವನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾತಾಜಿಯವರ ಶ್ರೀಚರಣಗಳಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕರಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಸಾಮೂಹಿಕ ಬಂಧನ್.
Jai Shri Mataji. Last week we had a nice public program last weekend in Mysore, 21st and 22nd. So in all 5 sessions we received almost 100 new seekers and all are felt very good, and today follow-up also is going on. So all are requested, so please go to follow-ups also. Already in Hubli, Dharwad we had a program, and last week Mysore. So please travel to many places so that we can help the new seekers to establish in Sahaj Yoga. So though your travel to the various cities of Karnataka is required so that all the seekers can settle in the Sahaj Yoga. So now we have next 4 months we have lot of work to do till Shri Ganesh Puja, even after that also, but these next 4 months are quite incentive. So I have prepared the task what we have to do in the next 4 months. Please. So these are the services to Shri Mataji. Whatever the task I am telling, they are our services which we can offer to Shri Mataji, nothing else. Next one. So we are going to receive a Chaitanya Rath in Bangalore or in Karnataka from 1st July to 15th August. So 45 days we have to spread the message of Shri Mataji in the Karnataka with all sincerity and all the devotion, so that her message can go to each and every district of the Karnataka. So we have in Karnataka total 31 districts. So we have divided into 6 zones, and 1 week has given for zone 1 to zone 5, and zone 6 has 10 days because zone 6 has the many districts. So is it visible to all the people, even from the back, all the fonts? Next one. So this is a few images of Chaitanya Rath which I received from the Tamil Nadu, because it is now tomorrow it will be entering in the Tamil Nadu from the Kerala. So the next is the front Chaitanya Rath. Next one. This is a side view. So our responsibility is also, since we are in Karnataka, it has to be converted into Kannada language. So already I have asked the dimensions from the Jaipur which they have been printed. So they will bring in the dimensions in a week. And so that we have to convert all these things Hindi to the Kannada, so we will not face any language barrier. If at all, we'll go to the interior part of the Karnataka. Next one. This is the Karnataka map. It may not be visible from the back. I will go zone by zone. Each district has zoomed in. Next one. So zone 1 is from 1st July to 7th July. So all of you, please note down all these dates, and I have listed the districts also which it will be traveling. Bangalore, Bangalore Rural, Chikbalapur, Kolar, Tumkur, Ramnagar and Magadi. Magadi also is there. And zone 1 date by date plan is ready. which day it will go in which district, it is already there. Hitesh will be presenting after these things. So all of you can plan your travel where you want to participate in the Chaitanya Rath. And it is our duty to help so that we can spread this message as much as possible. Next zone. Zone 2 is from 8 July to 14 July. It will cover Maddur, Mandya, Srirangapatna, Mysore, Madikeri and Chamarajanagar. So date by date plan, next week we will cover zone 2 also. So we can see the dates, on which date it will be in Maddur and which date in Mandya. Next one. Zone 3, Hassan, Dakshin Karnataka and Udupi. Dakshin Karnataka is a big area. So that's why zone 3 has given again 1 week, 15th July to 21st July. And in each week, one weekend is there. Saturday, Sunday is there. Like 15th July is Friday. So 16th, 17th is a Saturday, Sunday. So that will help us a lot to make a big public program in that area. So that has been done. Next one. Zone 4, Shimoga, Chikmagalur, Davangere and Chitradurga. So again, there also one weekend will come and this area we can cover and we can program public program. Next one. Zone 5th is also a bigger zone. Dharwad, Hubli, Haveri, Gadag, Belgaum and Karwar. So in these city districts, we have center in all the places like Dharwad we have center, Hubli we have center, Belgaum we have center and Karwar also we have center and Gadag also I think few Sahayogis are there. So this will help us to have a local support from the each cities and this can be done easily, that area. Next zone. Zone 6 is the bigger one where we have given the 11 days. It has many districts. We don't have our presence in Vijayapur, Raichur, Koppal, Yadgir, Bellary also hardly few people are there. That's why the main time has been devoted there. For each zone we have a representative which will be making the route plan and all coordinating with all the districts also because that is very much required. So please, I will share this message also tomorrow to the WhatsApp group. So all the dates should be known to all the people. So we can travel accordingly and help it. If somebody want to even go with Chaitanya Rath also, that is also most welcome in each zone. It is a 10-seater tempo traveler. You have seen the images also. It is a AC vehicle, so you will not have a botheration of the temperature. You can easily sit in the vehicle and help it. It will be having the standees. Pamphlets we are printing in the local languages also. Like there was a requirement that Belgaum we have to print in Marathi. Some places which are close to the Andhra border, it has to be in Telugu. So that all requirement we are taking up so that accordingly we can help. So it will help standees, placards and small rallies also we can plan with the Chaitanya Rath. Next one. Yeah. We will be having a Shri Ganesh Puja in Bangalore from September 2 to 4. And it is a very big puja since it is a puja of Mahaganadhipati. As Shri Mataji says, to please me, you have to please all the Ganas. When Shri Mataji in the puja, all the Ganas are there and the head of the Ganas are the Ganadhipati, that is Shri Ganesha. So our attention should be there. In the next coming months, we should be always alert. And we always work to please Shri Mataji so that this puja can be done properly without any badhas. So that is our duty to keep ourselves alert, keep cleansing our system so that we can pray Shri Ganesha with the full devotion and full bhakti. So preparations and execution we have started. So we got a venue. It is very close because all of had a desire that if the venue of Shri's puja is close to this main center, so it will help us a lot to do the preparation and for the staying and everything because our main center is here. So by Shri Mataji's grace, we got a center which is just 5.5 kilometers from here and that is toward the city, not away from the city. Next one is an image of the hall. So this is a Sri Convention Center. It is very big. Easily 500-600 people can easily stay and hall is huge. 2,000 people easily can accommodate for the meditation itself. And it is surrounded by a hill. It's a Turahalli forest. So there will not be any disturbance also. It has open lawns, good kitchen. So that is done, and it has a big parking area to accommodate at least 500 cars minimum. And outside roads also are free. There is no much population in that area. Previous slide. So now our task ahead for the next 4 months for the preparation is inviting Sahayogis within Karnataka and other states. Because I think we have to invite everyone and every each state. We have to keep on calling to their coordinators so that they can send few Sahayogis. Otherwise, we will not get anyone here. So we have to prepare a task team which will be inviting all the Sahayogis across so that we can receive many Sahayogis. Next one is we have to do the accommodation arrangement, because this in Bangalore we have seen many places nobody will have a hall which can accommodate this 2,500, 600 people. And moreover, that time will be almost like raining. So we need an accommodation which can be waterproof, so that this hall has that facility that we can make the waterproof accommodation. So we need volunteers also to help in accommodation. Then bathroom and toilets. I think we have seen almost 10, 15 resorts, everything. The moment we go and talk that we are having a 700 people gathering who will be staying for 3 days, do we have toilet, bathroom, all raise hand. So this one has few, at least 20 toilets it has, but still we need more. So that arrangement also has to be done. Next one is shoe arrangements, where we keep our shoe. As you see here, we just drop our shoes here and there. But when we go a big puja, it doesn't look nice that all the shoes are roaming around and all. So we have to make a stall which can, some Sahayogis has to come forward and take responsibility. We can assign this one also, so that all the shoes we can keep in a bag and put a tag there, so that this thing be properly arranged. And since all things are in the same place, I don't think we need shoes very frequent to take and go back. There is no gravel is not there, it is not mud, all are concrete floor. So just to keep either shoes in your car or in that shoe pandal, so that all will be safe there. Then we have to do a transport arrangements, because a lot of people will be coming from airport, railway station. So luckily we have a Vajrahalli station is very close from this place. It's hardly 3.5 kilometers. So our plan is that hire few autos, leave it there, so that the people who are coming from Majestic and all, they can easily get into the auto and easily it can drop. You need not to wait for a bigger vehicle, like all the 10 people will come, then we to do. So that type of transport arrangement has to be done. Then stage decorations. As you have seen, Bangalore team did very wonderful decoration last year also during Krishna Puja. So this time also, being a regional puja, we have to put few more efforts also. So that stage could be decorated properly. The next one. Then the main important is food arrangements. Khali pet to bhajan bhi nahi hota. So food arrangements needs a bigger team, because you have to serve 3 times a day. Even 2 teas also there, and lot of efforts are required. So food arrangements are must. Drinking water, that is also much aspect. We should not throw away the bottles here and there. So what we are planning, we'll put these cans. People can fill their own bottles and sit and use the bottles there only. This disposable bottles like Bisleri and all, we should avoid it, so that our place will remain clean and clear. Then puja preparation, that is also a big thing, because we are worshipping Shri Mataji in the form of Mahaganadhipati. So puja preparations also has to be done very sincerely. Cultural events, music program. So all our Yuva Shakti, today we have enjoyed very nice bhajans from Yuva Shakti, and they are singing last night also. So it was a wonderful. Please give them a big hand. So all the cultural events which has our all Karnataka's Yuva Shakti, their participation, that are also supposed to be planned. And already, I think Madhulika has already started this work on that. Then music, we have to invite few musicians also outside, and our Bangalore music team is also wonderful, which has been appreciated even in Pratishthan also. They also will have a session. Then sound system, lights and broadcasting. So I think for sound and broadcasting, I got a quotation, and lights are pending. And then seminar, 2 days, what all the topics we have to cover, so that we can at least tell what is the, Shrimata ji has told us to please all the Ganas, to please all Shri Ganesha and enlighten the Shri Ganesh Tattva in all of us. So that seminar, we have to attend all the seminar. ऐसा नहीं सोचना है that चलने दो हम इधर उधर घूमते हैं. All the seminar, because if this puja is awakened, what I am feeling is Karnataka will, in Karnataka, Sahajoga will boost like anything, because we are praying Shri Mahaganesha. So it will help us to spread Shri Mataji's message also in Karnataka. So all of you, please be alert, please keep on reading all the messages, and please support, so that all these things can be done without any much problem. Jai Shri Mataji. Thank you. Now we'll see the preparation of Zone 1, day by day plan. Hitesh will be presenting. Hitesh, please come. In Zone 1, already we had 3 meetings. So all the districts like Kolar, Tumkur, they have all been alerted, and they are looking for the schools to do the public program. So the plan is almost ready, and on 2nd July, we are planning to have a grand welcome of the Chaitanya Rath in the main center itself. So that all of you should be, because first it will come via Hosur. So first it will be going to RT Nagar and nearby places. Second, we will be having a warm welcome, grand welcome of the Chaitanya in the main center. And same day evening, we can plan a program for Talgattapura collectivity or nearby the area. That is a plan for 1st and 2nd in Bangalore. Further, Hitesh, please come. Zoom karo thoda over. It's not visible from back. अभी ठीक है. Yes, this is okay.
Jai Shri Mataji. What we see over here on the screen is the Zone 1 plan for Chaitanya Rath Yatra. The whole objective of having this Chaitanya Rath in Karnataka is to rejuvenate the new Sahajogis, the new seekers, and flourish our centers. So, while the Chaitanya Rath currently is in Tamil Nadu, it will come to Karnataka on the 1st of July. So this plan is a framework of one of the plans, and we have, as earlier indicated by Amit, we have done it in 6 zones. So this is a zone 1 plan that we are looking at right now. So from Hosur, it is coming on the 1st of July, which is a Friday, and it is coming. So what we have done here is, if you look at the first place, which is Bangalore ruler. So if you look at the route here, it comes from Hosur to Malur, and then to Hoskote, and then to Sigahalli. There is a night halt as well, which is the main center. The whole, so this is a plan for 1st of July to 7th of July. Likewise, you have the 2nd of July, which is a Saturday. The Chaitanya Rath will be parked here on Friday night, and on Saturday, it will be already in the main center. So you have, the route plan will be starting from main center to Kengeri, then to RR Nagar. Again, the night halt would be here in main center. We have a grand welcome already planned in Bangalore. So requesting all the Sahajogis to be part of each and every activity that we have here. The 3rd of July, what you see is a Sunday. The plan is to go to Kolar, and the route map is Kolar, Bengarpet, KGF. And the night halt would be at Kolar. We have 4th of July, Chikbellapur, Davanhalli. And the route plan is Chikbellapur and Davanhalli. The night halt is yet to be decided at this moment for this place. We are still contemplating on different choices. Then we have 5th of July, which is a Tuesday. The Chaitanya Rath will be present in Tumkuru. The whole day will be at Tumkur. Likewise, on 6th of July, we have it in Magadi Road. We'll be covering Magadi Road along with small villages within the 7 kilometers of radius. The Chaitanya Rath will be stationed at Magadi Road, and it will start the next day for Ramnagar. So this is just a framework of the whole plan. We will move to the second sheet. हाँ बस काफ़ी है. Yeah. So this is just a continuation of the plan. What you see is the ruler Bangalore. Again, the route is Malur, Hoskote and Siganhalli. Number of days that we are spending on this route is 1. And the information that we have here is that Hoskote, we have a center on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. But we are conducting this program or this Chaitanya Rath on a Friday. So as an exception, we will be having the Vivekanand School for the program on that day. Coming down to schedule, we have a departure time from Malur at 9 a.m. There will be places in Malur that we'll be covering. And the programs, the activities would be spot realization, because the Chaitanya Rath has the capacity of about 8 people and a place for giving self-realization. And we have posters. So we'll be doing a pamphleting activity also along with the... So the second place is Hoskote. We'll be spending about 3 hours. What you see on the extreme right are the stakeholders at this place. So basically they are the Sahajogis who will be spearheading this place. So Mr. Radha Krishna, and then you have Madhuri for Hoskote. Likewise, there will be other Sahajogis who are involved, who will be part of this program. Then you have Saigahalli. You have Abhinav and all the electronic city Sahajogis who will be part of Saigahalli. This is a kind of a... Then you have the support material. We already have pamphlets printed with blank address. So address will be stamped at the location or before that. We have standees which are already there in the Chaitanya Rath. If there are additional requirement, depending on the places, we would be able to inform earlier and that can be managed. And looking at the logistics of each of the place, we have a school which is behind a stadium, and it's a well-known stadium in Malur. So we plan to use that school for our upcoming program as well as for the regular weekly meetings. Then we also intend to do a public program simultaneously in Malur as well as in Hoskote. Coming down, we have logistics. Here, lunch and dinner will be managed. So our prerogative would be that how many Sahajogis will be present on that day who intend to go at that place, so that we can make arrangements for them, and how many Sahajogis would be there for staying as well. So all that information can be given to us in prior, and we'll be able to make arrangements. So some of the activities that we have jotted down here, and this is just the pointers. There could be more activities depending on the area, and please feel free to include that as well. So we have permission for the Yatha Yatra, which is in progress. For distributing of pamphlets, we have blank addresses. Pamphlets with blank addresses will be created, and stamp will be created for respective local centers. For hype creation activities, advertisements through paper or AV, audio-visual media. For this place, we are not doing any radio announcement. Likewise, we have music, Kannada announcement to be played, which is already available. Then we have hall booking for program in the evening. As mentioned earlier, we would like to have 2 public programs simultaneously on the same day, one at Mollur and the other one at Hoskote in the evening. So when the team will be split in at two places, we require lot of Sahajogis from Bangalore to be helping us over there. Likewise, we have government school permission, and there is also a plan for an apartment public program. There are about 100 residents, 100 apartments, I would say, in in Hoskote, and we would be conducting a public program also. So request to be part of this as well. Rest of the things would be updated as and when we move forward. So these are Sahajogis who are part of the program at this moment, and requesting everyone to be part of this. Please choose the place where you want to be, and we can decide as to how can we contribute to, how each one can contribute to the success of this program. Likewise, we have the similar programs, similar sheets for every location, which can be showed and shared at the later stage. But this was just a framework for the program that we did, that we are hoping to make it successful. Jai Shri Mataji.
Next week we'll cover Zone 2 also, date by date, so that all will be aware which day Chaitanya is going, and who will want to go, please go and help. Jai Shri Mataji. Thank you.
Like some surgeon is hospitalized. Her name is Rupali. Oh, thank you. It's okay. I just got it. Jai Shri Mataji. There is a surgery who is hospitalized recently. Please give a bandhan. Her name is Rupali. Rupali Chauhan. Please give a bandhan. If any new seekers come, please come forward. ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಹೊಸಬ್ರು ಬಂದಿದ್ರೆ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಮುಂದೆ ಬನ್ನಿ.